And we are covering a growing trend of swatting incidents targeting government officials as political tensions rise in this country. Swatting is when someone makes a hoax 911 call to police, falsely claiming that a serious crime is underway and causing a potentially dangerous response. Scott MacFarlane spoke with officials who say they were swatted because of their politics or misinformation.
At his home, miles from the nearest town in upstate New York, Congressman Brandon Williams was celebrating Christmas until a sheriff's deputy called to alert Williams they were responding to a 911 call at his house.
This is Sergeant with the Butte County Sheriff's Office. We have multiple units responding to your address.
Someone had falsely claimed there was a crisis at Williams' home.
A male voice had called and said, "I just shot my girlfriend in the head 3 times.
The call was a hoax, but within minutes, 3 squad cars pulled into his driveway. Williams had been swatted.
Hands up!
A swatting occurs when someone calls 911 to report a fake emergency with the purpose of triggering an armed response at their victim's home.
After they left, did you have to calm folks down?
As I asked them later, they were shooken up and they said, "We feel violated."
The Republican congressman in his first term believes he was targeted by someone upset by his political positions.
This is an assassination attempt.
You think so?
Absolutely. They are looking for a violent act to happen at your home at the hands of the police.
A review by CBS News reveals there have been more than a dozen swattings of public officials and judges just since Christmas, including 2 judges overseeing cases against former President Donald Trump. Others have targeted the White House, which received a hoax call about a building fire earlier this week.
We contacted U.S. Secret Service on 028. They have no knowledge of any fire call for this address.
And a Republican election official in Georgia.
Getting information from Fulton stating that a person was shot at this location.
Classic swatting call.
The response teams are all real. They're armed with real guns, real ammunition. And in the end, someone who's totally innocent gets hurt or killed. A.T. Smith, the former deputy director of the Secret Service, says swatting can lead to real violence, like in 2017 when Wichita police fatally shot an innocent man while responding to a hoax call. 7 years later, swatting has become a symptom of an increasingly volatile political climate. I think the politics on both sides to some degree is that extreme today, and so it would not surprise me that someone would target someone and hope that in the end something violent happened to them.
Donald Trump has been barred from the ballot in the state of Maine for his actions surrounding January 6th.
Top Democratic election official Shenna Bellows was swatted just 24 hours after her ruling to remove Donald Trump from Maine's primary ballot.
It seemed designed to send a message to scare me or to silence me.
Do you have any sense this might get worse?
Moving forward into 2024, it is not okay that election officials have to think about their physical security as they also prepare for free, safe, and secure elections.
Does an election year make this a bigger threat?
I think we're likely to see more incidences, but until we have the tools to really fight this at the core, I think it's just going to increase.
None of the cases of swatting involving public officials during the holidays have resulted in arrests, at least not yet. The FBI tells CBS News there have been more than 500 swattings since May. And one of the victims, Florida Republican Senator Rick Scott, is now proposing legislation calling for 20-year prison terms for swatters. Dana?
All right, Scott, thank you. Heavy prison term suggestion there, but it could be fatal.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people would support potentially a prison term like that because it could be fatal for the people whose house has been swatted. It could also be fatal for the police and the first responders who are zooming there thinking something deadly and tragic is unfolding and they need to act quickly.
And if there's a real emergency, they're not able to respond because
Exactly.
they're going on one of these fake calls.
Taking those time and resources.
I think we covered it.